say, we want to give our condolences and our prayers to the Bryant family, R.I.P. Kobe, R.I.P. Gina Mana. It's a very tragic situation. Um, we even decided we didn't know if we even wanted to film tonight just because, it just, you can definitely feel it. Definitely has created a shift in the atmosphere in the world and definitely in our community, especially the Black community. And it's just a tragic situation all around. But we give all our condolences to everybody who lost somebody in that tragic accident. Like I said, our prayers and thoughts are with everybody, and we just want to be praying for them. It's a rough time, but as one of the videos I saw Kobe said, there's always a light in the darkness, and we still have to push through, and we still have to live life. We just have to look at our lives and love our loved ones more closely, because any day it could happen to any of us and we can be gone. So you have to love the people while they're here, give them their roses, give them flowers while they're here, their appreciations, make condolences, forgive y'all, because we're not going to be here. One of these days we're not going to be here. And just want to say we love y'all, we love everybody, and our prayers and wishes are with you all. And Lex, and we back at it again. Hey, Monday nights, and we back at it again. Hey, tell your friends that we back at it again. Hey, hey, hey. What do y'all? It's me, your girl Lex DMUA. This is my boy
Jeffrey Taylor from JeffreyShowLive.
We're back with another episode review. This time it is Love and Hip Hop Miami, episode 4.
Sound right?
Yeah, I think it's 4. Don't remember the name of this at all. So sorry. I feel like I have something with pig in the title. Maybe.
Most likely.
Probably. So this episode picks up where we left off last week with Amara La Negra and up in the club with her man's MJ. And y'all not really realize this man's name really do spell out MJ. I thought it was like initials. Like I thought it stood for something. This man's name really is EMJAY. Like your mama. Okay. Anyway, MJ is over there talking to Jullian. Yeah, I always get his name wrong. Jullian, about Amara's career, and he's over there talking about some. I don't really like how you, when you was in California, you tried to sleep in the bed with her. That's not cool, bro. And you trying to stop me from having my kids, and they getting arguing. And I'm like, what type of male ego bullcrap is this? MJ, first of all, you wrong. How you gonna jump into this girl's career? This girl been doing this for however many years. Y'all done met each other, 6 months ago? This girl been doing her career for 5 years by herself. You don't have no right, even though I'm not saying Jullian's in the right, but you don't have no reason to jump into this girl's business. Okay? You are her man. You are not her manager. You don't do anything on her team.
That's what he wants to do. I think he wants to be her manager.
Once, but baby, you not right now. She already got a manager.
But he gotta slide the manager out if he's gonna take it in. That's what I'm getting the vibes of.
I don't like Shay, brother. I feel like I thought he trying to take advantage of Amara.
So you think that Shay said, like, fall from grace, she got her brother to woo.
You don't even talk about that stupid movie.
To woo Amara.
Low key. You might be on to something. It might be one of those situations that it would make sense why she keep trying to have this little beef with Amara over stupid JoJo who not even on the show. Like, why she keep trying to be mad at her or whatever.
JoJo ain't even on the show.
And you mad because Amara said she missed this girl friendship. That whole thing last week was so whack. And I was like, you can miss. It's a lot of people that I didn't kick them out, but there's a lot of people that's not in my life anymore, or we just not friends or whatever. But that still doesn't mean I don't miss them. But that doesn't mean I want them back as my friend. But I can't be like, dang, you know what? Me and so-and-so, we used to have some good times together. Like, we used to be real chill. I really I really wish, this person would have been a better friend and we could have fixed our issues or whatever. But that doesn't mean that you want them back into your life. But that regardless, that was so stupid. But you know what? You could be onto something like that because all of a sudden she's trying to distance herself away from her while her brother's still dating her. Now he trying to get her pregnant and stuff like that. It sounds like he trying to trap my girl, and I ain't here for it. Then Jullian, he gonna be like, oh no, I already told him I ain't no kids. How you gonna tell this woman when she wanna pop kids out of her
I can see why she had a panic attack.
out of her own womb?
I see why she.
You do not tell this lady. I mean, not that I don't think she should have kids with MJ either. But if this girl want to get pregnant tomorrow, guess what? She can, because guess what? It's her body. She can do whatever she feel like with it. You don't tell no woman what she can do.
They were just going back and forth
about her, about somebody else's life that's neither one of theirs. I was like, this is such some masculinity, like toxicness. Like, it's a mess. I was like, what? So Amara over there, I guess because she see them talking, but instead of, because maybe
PreMadonna like, what are we going on?
So PreMadonna trying to talk to her, and Amara's like, oh, I don't feel good. I don't feel good. She started breathing hard, and next thing you know, you see the medics come over there.
MJ with the water.
Yeah, and she's like, baby, take a sip of this water. Take a sip of this water. You probably feel better. And she's like, I don't know. I don't feel good. I don't know.
What was y'all talking about? She want the tea right there.
Right. She said, what are you guys talking about? And then PreMadonna was like, baby, all I know is Amara seen y'all over there talking.
Yeah.
And she started panicking. She started freaking out.
I confronted him about that night in the hotel. I told him not to.
And then so she's trying to stop him from telling PreMadonna, because she's like, that's our business. You don't need to be telling her that.
Cameras there and everything.
He's talking about something. And then PreMadonna was like, what?
Yeah.
And so Amara was like, shh. And he's like, still trying to talk. He's like,
MJ got an agenda.
He do. You can't tell me he don't.
I'm curious to see where Shay don't lie.
Girl. And so then he texts her. He's like, all right, baby, let's just go. And so him and Amara leaves. But that's we're not done with the niggatry tonight, okay? We move on to the rest of this party, and we still see that Briscoe is over there talking to Joy. Well, now there's, again, with this editing, because they still showing the clip of Nikki Natural talking to Briscoe.
Mm-hmm.
But we saw that happen last episode, but it's just them two. Then you have Suki, Joy, Hood Rat, and Suki's friend. I don't know what her name was. The girl that was talking about twerking for Jesus. Girl. Anyway, she's over. What her name? Oh, I thought you said her name was Lily White, and I was like, what kind of name is that? No. But anyway, they were there talking, and Hood Brat. I like Hood Brat. I thought she was gonna be cool, but she seemed a little.
Hood Brat is still cool though.
She kind of still seemed cool, but this was a little messy. But also, she did say that she wasn't cool with Nikki Natural like that when she was talking to Trina. She did say they was just. She did
say Suki is her girl.
Right.
And even in the scene, she kind of makes it clear that she's gonna go back and tell Suki.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. And it was a flashback last week, because we saw when Nikki. No, it did. When Nikki talked to her.
I'm talking about not that portion though, about Suki, right?
No, when she. Oh, you're talking about the confessional. The confessional was the flashback. You're right.
She was kind of like, I'm going to go back and tell my girl Suki. So it's kind of when she did bring it back up again.
Yeah, because Hood Brat started telling Sukihana what Nikki Natural told her when she met her up at the bar, talking about something. She felt like she was the best person up in there at this thing. And she was like, oh, you think you better? I heard Suki was there. You think you better than her?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, I'm definitely better. I'm definitely better than all these bees. And I guess maybe calling her the B word or whatever, Sukihana was like, oh, she thinks she better than me? Like, oh, she talking all this? Like, what's good? And so, Sukihana get up and she go over there to where Nikki at, and at this point in time, we don't know how, but Shay has magically appeared over here in between where Nikki and Briscoe was at, and Sukihana come up. She's like, excuse me, I heard you was talking about me, and you saying you think you better than me and all these other bees or whatever. And Nikki's like, yeah, as an artist, you should feel like that. You should feel like that you're better than everybody. And Sukihana's like, I get that you definitely should feel like you're the best at whatever that you do. You should have that cockiness about you, but you could have just been a woman and just been like, okay, yeah, I felt like as an artist, I was better than everybody up in there, but you shouldn't be trying to say, oh, I'm better. So Sukihana basically, like, you shouldn't have been like, oh, I was better than Sukihana, or I'm better than this person, like, putting, like, actual names and, like, comparing. Like, she felt like she felt like Nikki should have just been like, oh yeah, like me as a performer, like I was better than everybody up there. You know, I felt like as an artist, like I was the best. And so that's where Sukihana had an issue. She was like, well, you shouldn't be mentioning my name directly because I did not come for you. I never said that I was better than you or anybody. Not better than you, but I was like, I just said the same thing. I felt like I was the best person up there. But low-key, Suki was the best point in that audition. But she was like, but you shouldn't be coming at no woman like that. And so she was like, you talking all this stuff. And, and this was Shay, like she always does.
It was weird because it became like a 2-on-1. So if Shay really jumping into it didn't make sense because it was kind of like Suki kind of held her own. All her people stayed in the back. And Shay kind of didn't even know the girl.
Right.
As you said. So I was confused.
Shay don't even know this girl. You don't have nothing to do. You wasn't there at the place. It would be different if you was maybe even there and even heard the girl. Because I'm like, was she not an underdog? Because if you would have been at the thing, or you would have seen how the girls made look like a crazy person up at this audition. Like, made a doggone fool of herself, looking stupid. You wouldn't even have this girl back if you was there, if you really know what was tea. Because, girl was the one that was in the wrong. Nikki Natural. So, basically, while Suki's arguing with her, Shay decides she gonna jump in and she's like, well, girl, who you think you is? And da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
You shaking your hand in somebody's faces and da-da-da-da. And Sukihana's like, girl, I'll beat you. Da-da-da. She's like yelling and yelling. And next thing you know, I can't remember if Shay reached or Sukihana. I can't remember who did what first. But next thing you know, even though it was a little bit of the security didn't swoop in like they normally do. So I don't know. I was like, they had a good amount of time to swing on each other if they wanted to. And I was like, But somebody reached out and tried to touch somebody. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, security swoop in and they trying to fight with each other. They throwing stuff. And apparently at some point during the fight, I guess Shay grabbed Suki's, because she had like this, like, you know how girls wear that little mesh thing, like little mesh dresses or whatever. And it went over her hands. It went over her, the sleeves went over her wrist. And so Bucky... yeah, that's her name. Bucky grabbed it, and Bucky, aka Shay, whatever. She grabbed it. The thing she ripped off her piece of her dress that was on her shirt, and she was like, "Shut up, you grab it!" And she was like, "Da da 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 da," and she was like, "Girl, I call animal control on you. You looking like a dog and all this type of stuff."
Flavor Flav didn't even want you.
Right, so y'all like, Flavor Flav didn't want you, your dusty behind. Like, they fighting, they arguing, and Shay throwing stuff, and Suki throwing stuff, and it's just a mess. And this thing, I think she grabbed this girl purse, because she was like whipping around a purse or something. She was like, I got a souvenir, I'm like, girl, are you really proud about that? Like, it's just an article of clothing. It's not really that.
She was bragging about it.
That wasn't that big of a deal.
She kept it too. She kept it.
That wasn't that big of a deal. So yeah, that scene was a mess. And Briscoe is just looking around at the end, and he's just like shaking his head, like, and I'm like, well, welcome back, Briscoe. I think the next scene.
Armada.
Was Amara? Was it that? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So we get to Amara and MJ, and they're at the house outside some little patio thing. I don't know. And she's talking about things that happened the night before, and she's like, MJ, like, I told you to keep that between us. Like, why did you feel the need to bring it up to him? Like, you should have like kept that on the low.
You probably told Shay, and Shay said bring it up.
I can see that low key, but also it's like, Amara, you cannot tell nothing like that to your man and think your man is not ever gonna say nothing, because it kind of seemed like he just been letting that fester. And even though he started talking to Jullian about business, that's what he really wanted to talk about.
Yeah, and it just makes you feel uncomfortable.
Right, and it's like, you supposed to be managing my girl's career, but I feel like you low key on the low trying to do some creep stuff.
Right.
And like I said, any man is not gonna be cool with that. Like, what you thought you was gonna tell you, and he was never gonna bring it up.
Amara is just definitely one of those people, and that we hear about in behind the scene musics and documentaries of the managers trying to take advantage sexually. Mm-hmm. This is like a common storyline for that. Like, how can I boost up? Like, hey, you got to do this for me. And it's just sad. And I hope that Amara at the end of the season has a stronger voice in this because right now it's not looking.
Yeah, it kind of seemed like she was like, yeah, like he didn't mean to. Apparently, he was drunk and we were in LA. And normally he's like, and this is what really kind of like red flag number one for me was. She's like, yeah, we were sleeping in a hotel room, but we have separate beds like we normally do. Hold up. First of all, if y'all are going on trips together, why isn't that separate rooms? Y'all do not.
Because of the budget. That's going to be his answer.
Okay, I don't care. Either you as your client, I'm telling you that I want separate rooms. There's no reason that we need to share a room. I don't care if it's budget cost, whatever. Okay, get a cheaper hotel and get us 2 rooms. Because there's no need for a grown man to be in the same room as a grown woman. Regardless if you got separate beds or not.
That's like my brother. That's what she say.
Girl, if he not blood related to you, bump that. You on this man for 5 years. You don't know this man. People are creeps, okay? Amara's just too trustworthy. But anyway, she was like, and he just got drunk that night and he like accidentally got in the bed with me. Girl.
Accidentally?
There's no accident, sis. There's no accident. He's just trying to use the alcohol as an excuse to take advantage of you. And like she said, like he was like rubbing up against her leg and stuff. And my thing is, he got in the bed, girl, why you don't get out? I'm just saying, like, I didn't hear her say, like, she got out the bed or what was the end of the story. She just says that he got up in the bed, and I'm just like, sis, if a man that I don't want in my bed hops up in my bed before he even touched me, I'm hopping up out the bed. Unless it's one of those things she was, like, knocked out sleep, and then he's hopped up in the bed and then rubbed up against her leg, and then, of course, that would have woken me up. And then I would have just, honestly, I probably would have cussed this man out and been like, deuces, gooses. I would have out that room. But anyway, so she started telling him about that, and she's like, babe, I just never wanted to bring it up because I don't want to be an issue, and because if I say or make him uncomfortable, he can like stop my music from coming out. He can stop. And I'm like, girl, this man is not your brother. Then if you feel like just saying something like that is gonna make him stop your bag,
exactly.
That's not a brother. That's not nobody that got your back. Because anybody that's got your back, no matter if you have conflict with them or not, they're never going to stop you from succeeding. Ever.
But as we see.
So clearly, this man is no good, honey. Should have been got rid of this man. He's terrible. Like, get rid of him. Rolling reverse and everything. Get rid of this terrible.
Your Honor.
Your Honor, this man is terrible. Yes, gotta get this man away, honey. Kind of like a woman, yes. Yeah, this man is terrible, Judge. Just terrible. So, you need to get rid of this man, Jullian, or whatever. And so now she's kind of listening to her man, and she's kind of like, you know what? Like, maybe I should start looking into walking away. So then next scene, I think it's PreMadonna until So it wasn't.
No, it was still Suki and Tip.
Oh, it was Suki and Tip. You're right. So they at this little seafood place. The name of the place was real cute. It was called I Seafood, but it was like I like C like SEE food. That was cute to me. Sorry, it looked like it was a Miami version of Juicy Crab. Low key. I mean, all these crab places pretty much the same, right? You know, you get the
some soul food crab.
What, soul food crab?
Yes.
What's that?
It's like an Augusta, another juicy crab.
Oh, I want to try that. That sounds good. Anyway, they meet up and they at the seafood place or whatever, and they got the bag. They digging up in there, and Tip was in there with no gloves, and I was like, sis, you was brave, because if you ever been to Juicy Crab or a spot like that. That sauce or whatever the stuff they put on there, it is strong and it will stay on your hands forever. Like, I always have to use gloves because I don't want to keep smelling that like in my fingernails and on my hand and stuff. So anyway, they sitting there talking, and Sukihana come in with her little. It was a very thottish outfit, child. I did not like it. It's really hoochie coochie. Hey, if that's what you down with, girl, go ahead. So then she sit down and she like, you look good, girl. And she's like, okay, well I heard, well I think that was the PreMadonna scene was broke because that's how Tip heard about what happened at the party.
Nah, Tip was at the party.
She was?
She was right beside her watching her.
Oh, I did not see Tip at the party. I did not know she was there. I thought PreMadonna told her what happened at the party. So, you know what, she was like, girl, what happened the other night? It's just not okay. Honey, like, you cannot, like I told you before, you can't be out here trying to fight in every girl. Like, we're trying to take you to the next level, and you can't be doing something like that because that's all people going to remember you by. Like, you cannot be out here like that. And she was like, girl, I know, but this girl, she's trying to try me, and da-da-da-da. And then she was like, one of them girls stole my phone. And she was like, I know they stole it because after that, like, I didn't see my phone anymore. After we started to fight, so I know one of them girls got it, and I'm gonna take it to the streets if I got to get my stuff back. And I'm like, Lord have mercy. Now we still on property. Like, you low-key can't go to jail for stuff like that. Facts.
It's on camera and everything.
And it's on camera and everything.
But Mona think that it's gonna make a good season.
Girl. So Suki said she gonna take it to the streets if that's what they gotta get done. Okay, she trying to rise above, but she might not can do it with these little hood rats. Okay. But my thing is, how is Miami still trying to manage somebody's career, but her own career not managed? Cause have y'all heard anything from Miami too?
She said when she started managing it's because her career wasn't taking off, so she decided to be more successful.
But if your career didn't take off, how do you think you can make other people's careers take off? But you gotta like know people. I don't know. I'm not a manager. I don't know what it's to be one, but I don't get it. Anyway, so then we move on. And so then we move on to Shay and Nikki Natural meet up to the park. And that's when we find out that Nikki is the one who stole this girl's phone. I knew it was her. She the only one who petty enough. Like, she acts so childish, y'all.
But before we found out she stole a phone, it was actually pretty emotional. This King, this Jullian.
Oh, yeah. We found out Nikki Natural has 3 children.
That's the oldest. This the middle.
I'm telling you, I thought Nikki Natural was a child, y'all. I'm thinking, like, of course she's celibate. Her thing done, she been out here. Like, and now you want to be celibate. You know, you mean to each his own.
Shay asked her the questions, then y'all can send me a minute.
Right. That's how you know it's the ghetto. You got to ask girls if they children the same dad.
I'm the only one that got a child by each and
Right. She said, I ain't the only one that got a child by each of them, but they all got 3 different daddies. Like, the youngest one, he look like he 3. Like, I'm like, dang. And I'm like, I mean, her body does look good. And I was like, man, she must be doing it in a natural way, I guess. But I'm just like, girl, no wonder you celibate. Apparently, every time y'all be alleged, you probably with a baby. But anyway, I know that's why I'm like, you got 3 kids you raising. How you doing child show like stealing people's phone?
iPhone 4.
I saw the iPhone 4. Y'all, now anybody, maybe she too young to remember. Y'all, iPhone 4 is like literally like this big. Like the iPhone.
I don't know what this is.
I don't know where this is. And it's clearly an iPhone 11 because it ain't even got a button like mine. Like I got the 7. And my phone got the button still, but like I think like the 8 and up or whatever, they don't even got the buttons there no more. Like, don't try to play that girl like that. Just like, I got her phone in, and she gonna have to come see me, and she want this phone back. I was like, girl, you a whole mama out here. You out here doing stuff like this. Nikki Natural is whack. I do not like her. I got the whole way. Like, she don't need to come back. I do not like this girl. She too, girl, you got way more. You got mouths to feed. You out here stealing niggas' phones? Like, really? This is what we're doing? Like,
that was funny.
So, anyway, what's her name? So, Shay is like, oh, you did, you had, and I'm like, this is wrong to be dealing with this too. This is some foolishness, which is why I don't like either one of them.
This is funny.
And then Shay, she like, oh yeah, you know, I don't know who that girl thinks she is, but you know I don't know you like that, but I want to get to know you more because you sound like a cool girl or whatever, and you know, I do always root for the underdog, and you know what I'm saying, I want to just get to know, like, she's basically like, let's be friends.
Right.
Basically, because we don't like the same person.
Right.
And then she was like, yeah, but I got me a little souvenir. And she pulled out the scarf. And she was like, girl, what is it? It's so trash. It's a pad. It's a pad. And she like rubbing it in between like her coochie. And I'm like,
woo!
And mind you, the kids is right over there playing basketball. A hot mess, y'all. A hot mess. PreMadonna on the phone, sitting by this doc pier thing or whatever. She on the phone.
Dramatic.
With her employee, and she was like, yeah, girl, you know, you gotta do whatever, and I'm not running stuff remotely no more. I wanna, basically, PreMadonna is like, I wanna be more hands-on with my business, you know. I don't know if her business is based out of Atlanta or out of Miami. I didn't really clearly get understanding.
That confused me too.
So, I don't know if she meant, like, her business coming out of Miami, and she was like, what's the word? I can't think of it. Basically, like, not outsourcing, because when you get other people. Basically, she was handling her business from a distance, basically. And that she had been, like, you know, just operating her operations, like, outside of Miami and in Atlanta. But now she really wants to be more hands-on with her business. And really, she feels like she'd be more hands-on than just not, you know, doing how she has been. She feel like it will push her company in the right direction. And so, who walks up? But, of course, Miami Tip. Now, I really want to know, y'all, and I'm really not trying to be funny. Does Miami Tip have dwarfism? I just really want to know. Because every time I see her, she literally looks like one of the girls from Little Women. Like, Little Woman Atlanta or whatever. Like, she's like, she could be starting Little Woman in Miami. Like, I just want to know. Because she looked like she got the look, okay? So I just want to know. Or maybe she's just really strict. Somebody, can y'all answer that for me, please, in the comments? Thanks. But she's a beautiful white lady. I think Miami Tip is very cute. Yeah, so she made her wear, and I love this bob on her. I like the bob. I didn't like this hairstyle that she had with PreMadonna in the part. It was a whole lot of flyaways. Like, they should have went back over there with a hot comb or something, or like brushed it down. But the little flyaways was distracting to me. But, you know, she said, hey, girl, what's up, whatever, and she's like, yeah, girl, like, that party last night, woo, it was crazy, girl, and she's like, that Sukihana girl, she just all over the place. She's like, see, and that's the first thing that you know about her, because that's the first impression, that's my artist, and I'm trying to represent her, and I'm trying to manage her, but, like, she doesn't understand, like, stuff like that looks bad on her, like, first impression, everything, like, you don't even really know her by her music, you know her from this foolishness that happened the other night, and that's what I keep trying to tell her, and I keep trying to let her know that, and so, you know, point. True, and she pretty much, I was like, yeah, like, I have seen her before, like, I seen her on social media, you know, she kind of always been with the rah, like, on social media, so I really wasn't too shocked when I seen her in real life. Basically. And so she like, but you know, girl, you know, people gonna do what it is what it is. So, girl, I'm trying to be back on my business. She's trying to explain to Miami Tip, you know, what's going on or whatever. Because she was like, so many people don't even know I'm from Miami. Like, we think I'm from Atlanta, but Miami is where I'm from or whatever. Like, I was in the hood and I was able to get up out the hood. And when I got up out the hood, I left. And Miami Tip was like, you know, I just kind of felt like you basically like F everybody and you just left. And I feel hurt by that because I'm your friend, and I just kind of felt like, I get it, like, you want to do what's better for yourself, but, like, you ain't even say bye or nothing, like, you just dipped out, and I felt kind of hurt by that because I didn't really think you would do me like that. And PreMadonna was like, you know, I really wasn't trying to make nobody feel no type of way. I really wasn't trying to make you feel like I had forgotten about you or, like, you know what I'm saying, or forget y'all or nothing like that. I really was really just trying to get up out the mud and really was just trying to make my situation better, and I just knew at that time I couldn't do what I wanted to do staying in Miami, so I just was one of those cases where I had to get up, you know, I had to leave to do better for myself, and I felt like that's something that me and Jeff, we really understand with us both moving to Atlanta from where we're from. And you gotta leave sometimes. Not everybody, it's not for everybody, but when you know there's only certain things that you can do where you're from, and a lot of times you have to go. I mean, sometimes you can't stay in the same place and still grow, you know what I'm saying. You have to move sometime to grow. You have to go and you have to learn things on your own, and you just can't be around the same people because sometimes that constricts you. Being around the same people, they feel like they pigeonhole you and they're like, this is who you are, this is who we always known you to be. this is what I was gonna see you as, and now that you're grown and you're trying to do something different, you're like, yeah, I was that person. This is who I am now. People sometimes when you from, they're like, no, you always gonna be this girl. You always gonna be that person. And they don't allow you to grow and be the person that you were trying to become now. So I totally agree with what she was saying, because sometimes people back home, they just don't get it. They just don't understand.
Fortunately.
And it's like, because I know I don't. You don't have no ill intentions, or you don't got nothing against anybody, but you're just like, listen, I had to do it for myself, so I had to leave. Now, maybe you felt like you could still do good for yourself and still stay here. And that's no shade, no tea on you. But as for me, I had to leave and do what's best for me. And sometimes people get that, other times they don't, And it seemed like, and after Miami Tip heard PreMadonna said that, she seemed to kind of get what she was talking about. And she kind of be like, she kind of seemed more understanding, and they seemed cool. And then that's when PreMadonna lets us know that she's having a party, a full launch party, basically a relaunch party in Miami. So everybody knows she's back in town, and her PreMadonna stuff is back on the way. And that's where we hear about the party, and that's where she get the invite from Tip, and she's like, I'm gonna invite everybody and their grandma to my party. So next scene we get Trick, too many T's, Lord. Trick is outside his house playing basketball with his sons, and then Joy pull up, and she's like, hey y'all, whatever. Now I did not know this, but you told me something interesting. He's a lot of kids, and I thought like he at least had one or two by Joy, but they don't have any children together. And then you said that his youngest son was born 2 years ago?
2017.
So he has a child that's 2? Oh no, 3 this year? And I mean, I know him and Joy now have probably been divorced or separated for a while now. They said that from the first season, which I think aired in 2017, did it? 18?
Yeah, about a few years ago.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe probably had a baby during that time. They've been separated.
That was the breaking point.
Or maybe that was the breaking point. Because I'm like, how he got all these kids? Like, was he having kids on Joy while they was together? You know what I'm saying? But they seemed to know Joy and be cool with him, because the oldest son, he looked like he was like 15 or something like that. He was like, hey, Joy. And like, she was like, hey, y'all go in the house, whatever, I got to talk to Daddy.
She said, that's my stepson.
Yeah, she said, that's my stepson. So she was talking to him, and she said, hey, I want to let you know, I didn't get the whole situation right with Nikki Natural and Briscoe. I kind of heard wrong, I guess. And I want to let you know that, they ain't got nothing going on. Or they didn't have nothing going on. And she was like, well, well, thanks for letting me know that, but, like, I really don't care. And she was like, what you mean you don't care? Like, I thought you was all for Nikki, and I thought she was your girl or whatever. And he's like, nah. Basically, she was just something to take up time, and I wasn't really all that serious about Nikki, no way. And basically, Trick tried to open up a little bit to Joy. He's like, you basically along the line saying, you always the one for me, and da. And he's like, I know you don't want me no more. I know you don't want me no more, whatever. But I always still have love for you, and da. And she's like, well, no, Trick, like, you don't worry about that. And she, like, touching her hands, like, don't be touching me with those smooth hands. You know what that do to me. And she was like, boy, and started laughing. And so basically kind of seemed like Trick Daddy still got feelings for Joy, which we all knew. That was evident from season 1 when he was acting a mess and doing all whatever. That's why he won't give her the divorce. And Joy thought it was more of like a control thing, and like he basically just kind of still wanted to, like, not love. I guess Joy didn't think so. She thought it was more like trying to keep tabs on her or something like that. But now she's like, oh wow, and now it kind of seems like he's still in love with me. And she's like, well, I don't really feel that way for him no more, even though, like, kind of songlines what Chrissy and Jen was saying. She was like, but we always still gonna be family, like I always still would look at his kids like my kids or whatever. Basically, Joy just kind of seemed like she wanted a divorce, but she still want to be friends. And Tripp kind of want to get that old thing back. And Joy like, nah, you done put me through too much. I'm done. But I don't mind still being your friend and being here for you. But you need to get off of me. Like, you need to move on to somebody else because this is dead. And then he grabbed her hand and they like, she's like doing like this and they like walk into the house together. And I'm like, all right, that was interesting. So the next scene we get Miss Joseline and Trina meeting up for drinks.
Little Joseline.
Of course. Of course. You know, the Puerto Rican princess is back, baby. And so she met up with Trina and they drinking or whatever. And she like, what you drinking, girl? She was like, I'm drinking a margarita. She's like, I forget what she said, mango, something like that.
Yeah, something with tequila.
Yeah, she was like, oh, girl, I can't be drinking now, honey. She was like, oh, girl, I know it sounds crazy, but, girl, I have to be in the bed by 10 o'clock, girl. I be asleep. She was like, you know, and also, you know, now I got a kid. I'm a mom. I really can't be as wild like that no more like I used to be, you know. But, you know, it was so funny how she said it. She was like, well, I decided to keep her, so, you know, I gotta be there for her.
I love it. I love it so much.
I'm like, I mean, I guess it's true, but it was just like, that's how she said it. Like, not like, oh, I love my daughter, like, I want to be there for her. Like, well, I decided to keep her, so gotta take care of her.
I love it.
And she was like, yes, girl. She thinks she got more sass. She be talking back. She's like, she a mess. And then Trina's like, girl, so you basically got a mini me. She was like, yes, girl, I got a mini me. But, you know, that's my baby and I love her. But we be doing a lot or whatever. And so her and Trina just chopping it up and talking about everything. I think Trina tells her about the tour.
Joy comes in and brings up.
Oh, yeah, Joy
That's
came
how
in.
PreMadonna comes up.
Yes. So Joy and them they talking about the party, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they talking about the party happened the other night, and they was telling her to miss. Jocelyn was like, and then Jocelyn was like, well, I'm glad I ain't go, cause that sound like it was a whole lot. And she was like, why y'all ain't go to Briscoe party? And then you know, Trina was like, girl, I had something to do, and Jocelyn was like, girl, I ain't finna go nowhere, and that PreMadonna is it. And then Joyce was like, you know, your PreMadonna was there, and there was a whole lot of mess going down, and this person filling him in on the tea, and then of course she ran PreMadonna up. She was like, Miss Piggy, Miss Piglet with a pigly attitude. I just want to know, Jocelyn, how does somebody have a pigly attitude? What about their attitude is pigly? And they're like, well, what's your beef for PreMadonna? Because it seemed like so far Joyce and Trina are both cool with PreMadonna.
Yes.
So they was like, what's your thing with her? And he was like, you know, I just don't like women that got attitudes. I don't like girls that be having attitudes and when I always want to do this and want to talk, and then they still bring up the flashback of when
Cocaline.
yeah, apparently PreMadonna called Coquelina and she made these shirts and stuff like that. She's like, anytime a girl want to cross me, that's it. I ain't gonna never forgive her, whatever. Like it's done. And they was like, well, maybe you should try and listen to her, Jocelyn. Maybe, and the Trina Joyce, like, well, maybe it was a misunderstanding. Like, maybe it was a reason why she took it that far. Because maybe because she thought you were trying to whatever. Like, maybe y'all should try to, they try to play peacemaker. And then she like, y'all should try to, like, talk it out or whatever. And they're like, well, you know, she having a party to launch her stuff. Her launch party, you should come or whatever. And just like, I'm not going to come, but I'm going to send her a present. I'm going to send her a present. and so I think the next scene is the party.
Yeah, it's time for the present.
It's an all-white party. You know, black folks, we love an all-white party, child. I swear, every season, every episode of any of these reality shows, it's always an all-white party every single season. Every season.
Donna had on her green looking like money.
Right. Green Donna said she told everybody else to wear white because she wants to stand out and wear green because green symbolizes a lot of good things. It symbolizes success. It symbolizes money. So she's trying to go over to this spot feeling money, like... So everybody's wearing white, but everybody was just real basic. Like, people just had on, like, white jeans and white shirts, and even Briscoe. And the only people that showed up to the party was Briscoe and Trick Daddy. And Briscoe, he showed up in an all-white sweatsuit. Mm-hmm. And Trick Daddy only got this tight wife beater. Sir, if you don't go up to the double XL or triple XL or whatever, sir, this shirt so tight, Trick look like he having a baby. I said, sir, get out of here. And he had a burgundy jacket on top of it. So Briscoe meet up with Trick. He talking to him. He like, hey man, I'm sorry about the whole Nikki situation. And Trick like, man, don't sweat it. Like that's my, I'm over that. Whatever. And he's like, man, just to let you know, cause I want to pay my respects to you. He like, hey, I want to let you know that I'm trying to holler at Joy. And Trick like, you trying to holler at Joy? And he kind of like, yeah, but I want to let you know because I don't want to be no disrespect. And Trick Daddy didn't really seem to be tripping, even though he still say he got love for Joy. But I think he still want to let her fly, do the best for her. He like, well, Briscoe good dude. He cool with me and my book, so it's cool. He want to talk to Joy, let him talk to Joy. So then they walk up on PreMadonna. She's like, hey, y'all. She's like, oh, Briscoe, I'm glad to see you obeyed the rules. But Tree Daddy, what you got going on? He was like, I got the white tee on. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, well, you could at least took the grill out so I can see your white teeth. You know what I'm saying? And they like laughing and joking back and forth. Also, y'all, what is going on with Briscoe's teeth? Like, is it just like a strong overbite, or it look like he got like veneers and like maybe they didn't go up all the way? Does that mean like when he talk like his front, like the front teeth like he coming out like that? Maybe that's just me. I'm a big person about teeth, y'all. If you walk on the beach trying to talk to me, like the first thing I'm looking at, I ain't gonna lie, it's just your teeth. I'm not gonna play. But anyway, PreMadonna, she's like the girl, the little DJ who also was dressed basic. She was like, hey y'all, and then also there like a lot of people was at this party. Like, Mona, girl, you could do a little bit better with this event, cause I ain't gonna lie, Briscoe event really looked like niggas from the hood was done. Like it seemed packed for real. Like this just had some little extra amount of high. It was showing a lot of white people like down her spin looking for. I ain't really see a lot of black folks out there except for like Trick and them. Oh, then Miami Tip show up and she was looking beautiful. I love that little white dress with sparkle light. But her and PreMadonna were the most dressed up people there at the function. But anyway, the little DJ girl, she like, hey y'all, we here for PreMadonna's launch party, her seasonings, her waist trainers, her this and her that. Basically PreMadonna like Walmart. She got everything, okay, apparently. And so she like, all right y'all, thank y'all so much for coming out. I just trying to let everybody know, like, I'm back in Miami and I'm trying to like, I'm really trying to push my products now, da-da-da-da. She's like, so my waist trainer models, I need you guys to like, we're going to do a raffle and like, this is what y'all got to do. She's starting to explain the rules where we see this truck is backing up to the party. Because mind you, the space is in, it's kind of like on the side of like another building. It's like one of those things where there's literally just walls up and there's no roof or anything. So they're literally just a truck that starts backing up into the party. And it's like, beep, 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 beep. But while she's talking, she's like, y'all, what is that? Is that like a truck? Like, what is that? And it's like, we see this big truck come in. On the side of it, it has a big TV. Now, Mona really is paying for the antics. Like, so then we get this big old screen, and it's Joseline up on the screen. And she's like, hey, Prima Piglet. It's me, Joseline Hernandez, the Puerto Rican princess. And I just want to let you know that you back in my city. Welcome you back to my city. This is my town. And PreMadonna look like your city, your town. What are you talking about? And so I see you having a little party, so I want to drop a little present. And so she was like, so open up the trunk if you want to see. PreMadonna like, what's in the trunk? What's in the trunk? Now if it was me, I would have took that truck right back around, because ain't no telling what would have been on that truck. So y'all, then she opened it up, and there's just these two people carrying out this pan of a dead pig with the apple in his mouth. It was a cooked pig, but it was like one of those, Hawaiian style, like they have at the luau's. That's just like the pig laid out, like the body or whatever, and then it had an apple in his mouth. And I was like, you got this big old truck for that? I thought it was gonna be a whole herd of pigs, and the pig was gonna come through and like wreck the party and like run through. That would have been good. At least it would be more interesting. And she's like, ha 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 ha, and like, you just, or whatever. And she's like, oh wow, really, really? And then we cut from the party scene. Now, I think this happened earlier in the episode, but I forgot to mention it, but we're just going to mention it real quick. We get this 2 scenes with Hood Brat. And the first scene is her with, what's his name?
Briscoe.
How I forget that? The open like a goon, y'all. How can I forget? So they in the studio and they chopping it up, and he's like, I'm glad you came through to the party. She's like, yeah, I'm glad to see you back on your grind. He's like, yeah, I'm working back on my grind. I'm like on my stuff, blah, blah, blah. I'm really trying to do it for my sons. I'm trying to tell them, like, somebody offers you, to be on that corner, you pump fake, you fake them out, and you turn and you run away from the corner. Like, I don't want them on the streets like that. And Hood Brat is like, I totally feel what you're saying. My sister died, she killed herself. That's very unfortunate. And she was like, very tragic. But anyway, she goes, services. Then I've been taking care of my of her children, and I try to do everything I can for them. So now, and even before my sister died, she's always be like, "You gonna be the one to make it. You gonna be the one to do it," And so she feels like she carries that with her. She's like, "I still haven't even been in my sister's grave, and I'm not gonna go until I feel like I've accomplished what she wanted me to accomplish, and when I'm in a better place to really help take care of the kids." And so then so then after that scene, she goes and we see her at the park with her sister's kids. Y'all, them little kids was so adorable, y'all. Like, and I'm not, I'm an emotional gangster. I cry like once a month, you feel me? But them kids had me almost wanting to cry, y'all, for real. Because they're at this park and she's playing with them and she's like, all right, y'all come here. I want to tell y'all something about y'all mom. And it's not really quite sure to do. I mean, because they're kids, so I don't really know if they understand that concept. I don't know if they understand, like, did their mom killed herself? But we do find out they were in the house when it happened. And they saw her being carried out on the stretcher, which is very tragic for a child. And she is like, your mom, she really loved y'all. She was just going through a lot, but she really loved y'all. And, TT or your auntie, I'm going to try to do whatever the best I can for you. And that's why I work so hard. That's why I tell y'all to stay focused and be in school and do everything. She's kind of willing up. And then little girl go, are you finna cry? And I was like, oh. My heart, they pulled up my little heartstrings, y'all. And she was like, are you finna cry? She's like, yeah, I'm finna cry just because I love y'all so much. And I love your mom. And I really want to be here for her. And, be there for y'all. That's why your auntie, I'm trying to work as hard as I can to do what's best for y'all. And I know right now y'all staying with Auntie Melinda. I think that was her name. So they're staying with Hood Brat's older sister, her other sister. They're living with her for right now because Hood Brat doesn't actually have I guess the right home situation for them to live with her. And so she's like, that's why I'm trying to work so hard, because the little girl's like, I want to go over your house. And she's like, oh, I want to spend time with you. And she's like, I know you want to come to my house, but I promise, your auntie Melinda, she's doing the best she can to raise you guys, and she's going to do a great and awesome job. And I just want to let you know that I love y'all, and I'm going to do whatever best I can. Y'all get me? Y'all understand? It was like, yeah, we understand. And I give her a big hug. And I was like, oh, that was so precious, y'all. It really was. And also, like I said, it was just something that was really real, So I was like, oh, come on, Hood Brat. Starting to, not like, but it's like, oh, now I got lost, little place in my heart for, It really, really touched me. So then the last scene is Amara and her man, MJ, and they're going to her lawyer to see what would happen if she did sever, there we go, ties with Jullian. And, so they're trying to see what would happen if she cut ties with him. And so they meet with her lawyer. Mind you, her lawyer was fine. He's a fine looking white man. And I don't really do white men like that, to be honest with you. But he's a fine looking white man. He was looking good, Mark, whatever his name was.
Jungle feet.
I mean, hey, if the right one, I might switch up, You just gotta be the right kind of guy. But I do like my black kings though. So he would have to be out the park fine for me. But anyway, they sitting there talking, and she's like, let me start this in first. I love Jullian, and he really is my family, and I'm just trying to do this to see if I need to jump ship, because so much stuff has been happening. And so that's why I'm here. Like, you know, and then her man cutting in. Stop bringing this man to your business stuff, girl. He getting too involved. He like, well, no, we ain't talking about the person. We talking about the business. That's what we here for. We trying to get to the business. And so the guy, her lawyer, lets her know that if she does sabotage with Jullian will have 100% control of her masters. And I was like, Amara, did you really sign over your masters to this man? What are you thinking? Like, I thought she was saying that's what he wanted to do, but it kind of sounds like that's what it is. And I was like, girl, why would you sign over to something? You know, I loved you and I believed him. I believe everything he said. If Jullian told me to jump off a cliff, I would do it because I trusted him. I'm like, first of all, you shouldn't trust nobody that much. Okay? Like, I don't even care who it is. It could be my mama, brother, cousin. I do not care. I'm not talking about, no, that's all for the, if they told me to jump off a cliff, no. Girl, no, Amara, why would you do that to yourself? That's like business one-on-one. You don't be signing over your life to these managers.
Desperate like the Little Mermaid.
Huh?
She's desperate like the Little Mermaid.
Right. Literally signing over your boy's child. And so she said, oh my gosh, I can't believe Jullian would do this to me. And it's like, this is what we're trying to tell you. These people be acting like they're your friends. They not. People sttab you in the back when they come to this money. Honey, this business, especially the music business, people are shady.
Extremely.
And will backstab you in a heartbeat. They don't care. As long as they get their coin. Girl, you see when he did the Trina? Her whole album is gone. Girl, stop playing. So she's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Like, if I do sabotage with him, like, basically he would have all my stuff. And so but the lawyer is like, hey, but what we're going to do is I'm going to see if we can work this out and how we get you a better deal. So all is not lost just yet, but I'm going to work it out to see if I can get you something better. And that's what we leave off this episode with. It look like next week we're going to see Amara still trying to handle the business situation.
Yeah, let's see how that develops.
Yeah, we're going to see how that develops and everything. And then she sits down and talk with Jullian. And this man look whack as ever with this backwards hat. Like, what is this, the early 2000s? Do dudes really still even wear that? Anyway, they talking and he's Jullian like he he ain't trying to let up.
Oh.
And so they going back and forth again with her legal matters and stuff. And I really can't remember what else happens in the previews.
Kind of cut off.
They did get cut off, so we didn't get to see it. Sorry, y'all. But again, it's been me, your girl Lex the MUA. This is my boy
Taylor from Jeffrey Show Live.
and we're out.